First thing I want to say is that Isagenix has been around since 2002. And they started out with a nutritional superfood in the form of a shake, and I mean, we talk about the scientifically advanced formula product B. We could say the same thing and go into the same things with the same like scientific advanced formulas with the shake and that superfood. It's a complete meal, and me and my family have been on it for over 8 years now. It completely transformed our lives, literally, from me, my wife, and my kids. And they have a nutritional cleansing program. So that's what they started the company off with. It's a nutritional cellular cleanse that chelates out the garbage from the body through the urination process. And we use that product regularly. And I see Brent and Linda Phillips on here, and they always talk about their kids and how they use it. And when the boxes show up, the boxes are gone and ripped through, and they take the products and they take them into their rooms. Well, the same thing happens in our home. So I actually have to hide some of it because the products are so good. They know how they feel on it. They want to feel that way. Who doesn't? And they taste great. So that's how the company launched. And because it's word of mouth, they did in 2 years and 9 months what it took Nike over 5 years to do, and that was reach 100 million in sales. So the products are very effective, but what I've done is I've chosen to introduce people through this one specific product to a pathway of health. There's a lot of pros that I saw in doing that in the benefit for the consumer and the person who wants to make a healthy lifestyle change. So I came up with this application, and I want to explain the application in here, and then this application leads right into the compensation plan. This is how you actually treat it like a business. Got to have an application. You've got to have people commit to taking the products. If products aren't being moved, nobody's making any money. So are you becoming a salesperson? Yeah, but you're not going to be like your typical salesperson. You're going to share information. You're going to share stories. You're going to address people's needs. And then you're going to lead them into a way that they can have the solution. We call Isagenix a solution-based company. And I've never seen more solutions be addressed with one product than like I am with product B. It's incredible. I know that Jason has got some very renowned and respectable healthcare physicians, some doctors that are writing up reviews on product B because they're so surprised at how this product hits all of the areas of the human body. So with that, let me just go through this application, which leads right into building your business. So you've got to have applications, guys. If you don't have one, I'll email this to you and make it available. Just work your way up the chain and get back to me. And we'll email it to you or get it from somebody who already has it. So you get their information and their payment information. But what I do is I explain that to get it wholesale, you're going to pay a $29 membership. That's $29 a year, so it's like a Costco membership. Doesn't mean that you have to buy products. You're not coerced into committing to something. It's just like Costco. Costco doesn't care if you come and buy products after you get the membership. It's up to you and your needs. They're just there and they're available. They're made available to you through the membership. So when you have the membership, one bottle is $77. That's the wholesale price. So whether you're just going to use the product or you want to go out and make some income with it by sharing it, it's the same price. There's no difference. I like that about the company. If you get 2 bottles, you save $10. So they're going to give you a $10 break. That's enough for 2 people for a month. And you see the 50 PV there? Somebody who's not been involved in networking or home-based businesses, like me, I was a mechanic, I didn't know what this stuff meant. That means personal volume. So it's like a point system that's associated with every product. It's $77, but it's $50 in personal volume. And your computer is going to monitor the personal volume and the business volume, the volume that people are ordering in your organization, people that come in after you. Down here it says qualified order is 100 PV. What's a qualified order? Well, if you want to get paid from the company, a lot of companies will have you sell so much product every month and then demand that of your downline and moving so much product there. It's a qualification. And sometimes they set that kind of high, and it's hard for people to reach, and so they don't get the commissions that they could have had otherwise. Well, our qualified order is 100 PV, so the math is really easy. If one bottle is 50 PV, then I only need to order 2 a month. And I'm qualified to get paid from the company. To make the income I'm making, all I have to do is 100 PV. It doesn't change. So it's a very generous company, and their philosophy behind that is if we can get customers to get their products paid for with a very minimal amount of effort, then they'll stay on those products. And the second step that you have to make is share it with a couple people, 2 people. Once you've shared it with 2 people and you're ordering 100 PV and they're ordering 100 PV, you now have a payday. You're going to start getting paid. So that's a pretty minimal effort from a product that's going to produce results, and people are going to come up and ask you what you're doing because they're seeing those results. So the business model of the company to grow the company is, hey, let's not turn them into salespeople. Let's get them to use the product on a monthly basis and get it paid for. Now, I would be taking this product every month, even if I wasn't getting paid to take it because of what it does for me. But the fact that they'll pay you to take it, it's a no-brainer. So people can get their products paid for very quickly. And then to get that payday, you need to share it with a minimum of 2 people. Then that grows the company. So you can see the win-win situation for both the consumer and the company. The company is going to grow because you shared it with at least 2 people to get your products paid for. So that 100 PV. Also, one other thing that I explain is the 100 PV, if you order 2 bottles and you're on auto ship, they let you bank the business volume from people who come in after you. And they'll just save that in a savings account. You can see it right in your website. You have banks, and your banks are activated to where you start to create a savings account if you're on 100 PV and auto ship. So you may not even in the beginning know if you're going to share it with anybody, but if you do this 100 PV and you're on auto ship, if somebody's building a business and they're putting people below you, you now have a savings account going. And it's real money that's going into that bank, and it doesn't flush out if you don't use it. It just continues to build up. So that's a great benefit to somebody who's trying out the product. They can already have a savings account going. So the company is very generous. It wasn't always that way. They changed that about 2 years ago, made it even easier. All right, so there's the application. They do not have to order a qualified order. In fact, they don't have to order anything. They don't lose their position. They can start ordering again 3 months later. It's just up to the person, the individual. So there's no penalizing from not having a qualified order other than you just won't earn any commissions. So when we get started, it's a $29 membership, and that allows you to buy the products at wholesale. An associate does not mean that somebody's even going to share it. It just means they're going to get the product at the best price. So they call it, I'm a Costco associate. I've signed up for Costco, right? But I don't own a Costco, but I'm an associate at Costco because I bought the membership. Now, the business is included. Everything you need is already included, but you may use that or you may not. So you either utilize it or it remains dormant. But you get the website and everything's there. Now you're enrolled in somebody's organization, or what Paul Zane Pilzer would say, somebody's distribution system, because you're going to be buying products. So that's products being moved. Now the person who enrolled you, after the first transaction, they don't have to be there anymore. You're going to order that product on your own. It may auto ship. You may go in there and order more products on your own website. So the person who started you, they don't have to be there to make that transaction. That's what Robert Kiyosaki calls leverage. And only wealthy people create leverage. Everybody else trades time for money where they have a job. Wealthy people, which is only 5% in this country, 5% create leverage. Well, when you enroll people, you've just created leverage because you don't have to be there to make the transaction. But the company is going to compensate you for every product that person buys from there on, therefore. So that person can buy 1 bottle of product B, they can buy 2 and get a qualified order, they can buy some of the other products, it doesn't matter, they can choose what they want. But if they order 100 PV or PV, they now have a qualified order. Now, let's say you want to do the business, or you want to share it with a few people so you get your products paid for. Well, then what do? You need to become a consultant. You need to take that next step. You've done everything you need to do monetarily wise. Now you need to share the message and solve somebody else's problem with aging, and then get them to commit to order at least 2 bottles of product B or 100 BB every month. Once you do that, you're an active consultant and you have a payday. So you get people's information on the application, and then you go and enroll them in your website. That's where the business part of your associate membership is included. You go in and you can sponsor a new associate. And you have a left team and a right team. So as a consultant, you're putting 1 on your left team and 1 on your right team, and they order 100 BV. That's all you need to make them a six-figure income or more, or even to make $100 or more. You just need to do that. Hit consultant. Now what needs to happen? More products need to be moving for you to make more money. So let's kind of draw this out and show you how that organization could be moving more products. So you have a left distribution team that started right here and a right distribution team. So a consultant gets paid on everyone from this point on. And remember, you're in somebody else's organization. That means there's people above you. And they can enroll people down under you. Do you benefit off of that person's orders? Absolutely, 100%, the same. They've divided it up equally among everybody on unlimited levels. So you're getting paid on everyone once you're a consultant. So you could accelerate the rate at people going into your organization. You can start teaching people how to bring more income into their home. So you're creating consultants in your downline, and you have product users, and you're continuing to add people. Somebody above you may be adding people, and you're teaching more and more people how to do their own business, how to start up their own business, which Forbes magazine says is the next trend. There's also a lot of articles out there that's saying it's safer to start up your own business than to work for somebody else, even the big corporations that have been around. So you're adding people, people in your downline are adding people, and it's just a great thing. So now more and more products are being moved in your distribution organization, your team. So let's follow this along. Everybody that's on auto ship and orders 100 BV has activated banks. And since you have two teams, you have two banks, a left bank and a right bank. And what these banks are going to do, and it calculates it in your website, it actually, you see the volume that's being ordered from everybody below you. It just starts to accumulate in your right bank and your left bank. It runs in real time, so when somebody orders volume, your business volume will increase based on the products that they order. So let's just take this person right here. We'll say they got enrolled and you're downline by this person, and they ordered 2 bottles of product B. Let's just say we did this right and everybody followed our instructions. So everybody in this entire team, left and right team, ordered 100 BV, and they're all on auto ship. We would all in the upline divide that, not divide it, we would share that 100 BV. So it would go into that person's bank, that person's bank, that person's bank, that person's bank. Now, it's only going to go into the people who are in the upline. These people over here, they're not in the upline of this person. Neither are these people. So they don't get the volume. Only the people that are in the upline. So now it's going to go into this person's left bank because they're on this person's left team. All of these people left team. So it goes left bank, left bank. All of these people are on this person's right team. So it goes into their right bank. And then this is your entire right team. So this person's order goes into your right bank. It just accumulates up. And it doesn't stop at you. It continues to go all the way up to the top of the company. So if you're in my downline, no matter how many thousands of people down, I'm going to get that person's volume in my bank. And it doesn't flush out at the end of the week. We get paid every week. We get paid weekly. So if you don't use that volume to get paid, and I'm going to show you how you get paid in just a minute, what you want to know here is that anybody that orders, their volume is going to go into your bank. And we've only showed it off of one person so far. So let's say this person orders. And that volume is just going to go right up the chain. And now it's going to hit people who already had volume in their bank. So it's going to hit 200, 200, 200, 200, and 200 in yours. So only 2 people's orders, and they gave everybody the equal volume to get paid money. So there's 19 people here. Let's say they all ordered 2 bottles of product B, which would be 100 BV. That means you would have 1900 in volume right here, accumulated in your right team bank. Because you don't miss anybody's order. It doesn't matter that you didn't enroll them. A consultant gets paid on everyone. Now, there's 17 people over here, so you would have 1700 in volume over here if they all ordered 2 bottles of product B. Okay? Now, let me step that back one. Let's say you didn't have anybody over here. They're all gone. There's nobody over here. And you had 10,000 in volume. You wouldn't make a dime. You would have a huge savings account, but you wouldn't make a dime. You wouldn't get paid anything from the company. You have to get volume through both teams. It's called a cycle. So you're growing 2 distribution teams. They don't get any wider. You can't put people out wider. You have to put them down under people. So it creates a synergy within the team. As you enroll people, they're going under other people, creating more volume for their banks. So what's a cycle? A cycle is when you get 300 in business volume on one bank and 600 in business volume on the other bank. So you have to build both teams, otherwise you wouldn't have volume in both banks. So 300 and 600, it can't change. It can't be 700 and 200. It's got to be that ratio. So every time you hit 300 and 600 during that day, it's going to pay you $54. 300 and 600 is a cycle, which pays $54. So we know we have more than 300 and 600. We could actually go 600 into this side 3 times. And we could go match that with the 300 over here. So what we would have actually made from the cycle of hitting 300 and 600, let's say this all happened in one day, you would have made $162 that day. Because 300 on this side 3 times and 600 on this side 3 times. You have 3 cycles that were accumulated throughout the day. And then what it does, once it shows that you're getting paid that, there's a little column that says cycles, and it would have a 3 in it. And it would subtract the volume in your running BV. That's running in real time. So after we subtracted the 3 cycles, that gave you $162. We have 800 left on this side and 100 left on this side. So now this time the 600's over here. So the computer will automatically switch the 600 over to this side. It will go back and forth, taking advantage of your fastest growing team with the 600. So the 600 will come from whichever side goes there first. So now to get your next cycle, all we need is 300 on the other side. Well, we already have 100, so we only need 200 more. And it doesn't care who orders the product or who gets enrolled or whose auto ship goes out in the middle of the night. It's just waiting for this side to get to 300, and it'll change that to another $54. So let's say this all happened in one day. You have all these people, and that's all happened in one day. And before the end of the night, this person enrolled, at one point enrolled this person. And this person says, hey, I'm ready to become a consultant. I have 2 friends that want to get on the products, and I have their applications. How do I enroll them? And this person right here teaches them and walks them through it over the phone and says, okay, put one on your left, one on your right. What would that do for you? Put these 2 people's volume right into your bank and change it to 300. We'll say that person ordered 2 bottles of product B, that person, so you just got 300 that evening. So before the end of the day, the computer changes this to 4 cycles, $216. And you don't even know who that person was. You were just blessed because you're in their upline organization. Remember, the company pays you on everyone. So this person's out there trying to make an impact in the world and improve their financial situation, and you just benefited from it. What if this person became a top income earner in the company, just blew out these 2 legs? They would blow out your right leg. You'd always have excess volume over here. So it's a very generous compensation plan in that it pays you on everybody, and that it only takes you 100 BV to stay active and making sure that you have 2 people. So let's say you enrolled this person and you enrolled this person. If this person stopped ordering their 100 BV, you would still be an active consultant because you have this person and this person still ordering every month their 100 BV. Now let's do a different scenario. Let's say you only enrolled this person and this person stops ordering. You would not be an active consultant. So you wouldn't be getting paid your cycles. You would still be getting the volume. It would still accrue up, but either this person would need to order again and get that 100 BV, or you enroll another person somewhere on your left leg. Enroll them down here under everybody else, and now you're a consultant again, and you'll continue to cycle. But you don't lose any of your volume if this person doesn't order. And if you're on auto ship in 100 BV, it's going to keep accumulating up. So let's say you did that for a week and you've accumulated another 4 cycles. As soon as you enrolled another person down here and you got back to active consultant, you would get 4 cycles immediately. So the company is so generous, you guys. They want to help you. They want to create financial freedom in your life. So they do everything they can in your behalf and in your favor. Their motto is, if it's not right for the company, it's not right, or if it's not right for the associate, it's not right for the company. And everything I've seen in the last 8 years has proved that. So that's called passive income. So these people, after their first order, then 30 days later, their auto ship's going to go out. So what happens in the middle of the night while you're asleep? Credit card gets billed, the next day the product gets shipped, and you made money while you were asleep. I never was able to make that happen as a mechanic. I never got paid for sleeping. Now I get paid over $2,000 while I'm sleeping in the middle of the night. $2,000 in the middle of the night while I'm asleep because of all the auto ships that are going out. So you earn that right to be able to enjoy that kind of compensation. You went out and you shared, you intellectually distributed information, you taught people what it means to get to consultant. Teach everybody what it means to get to consultant. Not everybody will do it, but as soon as you have 2 or 3 people that start doing it, guess what? That will be more efforts than you could typically do on your own, trading time for money at a job. I only had about 3 or 4 consultants when I quit my job that were sharing it with people. They had done more combined than I could do as a mechanic and a paper route boy. And then in 13 months, I hit a 6-figure income. Because people are out there improving their life situation and increasing their income in their home, which blessed my life. And so you want to support people. You want to help. Our #1 income earner says, have a dream, and then don't forget that dream. Keep it fresh on your mind. It will cause you to go out and work hard. Now, you're going to be working smart as well. So you're going to have a dream, and then he says, build a team. So you're building a team that you're going to work with. Then he says, what you focus on is your team. Help your team to get their dream. And guess what? You'll automatically get yours. So have a dream, build a team, and then support your team to get their dreams. And you'll automatically get yours. So that's passive income, guys. $13,500 a week is coming into my bank account every day, no matter what I do. Every day, no matter what I do. It's passive income. So I want to talk about a bonus. And then it would subtract that cycle. So, and then it would wait for you to do it again, or somebody in your downline to do it again. So I want to talk about a bonus program. This is so critical to understand in the beginning because it's given a timeline. You've got to do this with a sense of urgency. Now, I did this 8 years ago in a month and a half, but there was no bonuses. They're giving more money away than they did in the beginning. That's so untypical of a network marketing company. We've never changed our compensation plan, and they're giving away more money. They're a part of their mission statement is to create more 6- and 7-figure income earners than any other company in history. So 95 millionaires now. So you see, here you are. Your goal to get your payday is to get to consultant. So the circles with the PE in it stands for personally enrolled. That means you're going to personally sponsor somebody with their own membership. Personally sponsor one on the left, one on the right. That makes you a consultant. As soon as you do that, you're going to get a $50 bonus. Now, the business builder, somebody who's going to treat it like a business and wants to create passive income, is going to teach other people how to do just that. So when you take your personally enrolled and teach them how to become a consultant, they're going to give you $100 every time you do that. They're rewarding leadership and the growth of the company. Do that with 2 people. Now you're going to make $200. They'll give you $100 on the first 20 people that you personally enroll that you help to get to consultant. So you're helping them by talking to their friends. They say, hey, I have a friend who's aging and they don't want to age anymore. Okay, let's talk to them. Let's set them to a website. Let's do a 3-way phone call. Let's come over and visit them, and I'll help you to help them. So they enroll their 2 friends and they get to consultant. Well, you help them in that, and the company's going to give you $100. And if somebody else in your upline helps your personally enrolled, you still get the $100 because you personally sponsored them. That's called Crystal Manager. And if you do it in 1 month, well, if you do it in 1 month, you're a Crystal Manager. And if you do it this in less than 30 days, they're going to match you dollar for dollar. So you'll make a total of $500 hitting Crystal Manager in 30 days or less. So that's you plus 2 and them plus 2. Now the next step, the next timeline, and the next bonus is getting to Crystal Director. You have 3 months to do it from the day you were enrolled. So you enroll 4 more people, help them to get to consultant, you get $100 for each one, and they'll match you more than dollar for dollar. They're going to give you $750. So that's $1,150 hitting Crystal Director. So 90 days. The last and highest that you can be is executive. Do that with 4 more people, help them get to consultant, get $400 plus a $1,000 bonus. So that's a total of $1,400. What if you do it all less than 6 months? Well, I know Jason's on here, and Jason did that in about 6 weeks. So in 6 weeks, he made $3,000 in bonuses. And last week, he cycled more than 10 times. So he hit what we call 1-star golden circle. When you hit 10 cycles in a week, as an executive, you're a 1-star golden circle. So he made over $500 in the cycles, plus the $3,000 in bonus. So over $3,500 in 6 weeks. Now, all of them have to be ordering 100 BV, and they have to do it every month. If one person falls off, you're no longer an active executive. Now, if you have more than 5 on this side, then if one of them falls off, it doesn't matter. You need 5 on the left and 5 on the right. That's executive. You can't have 6 over here and 4 over here. When it's all said and done, as executive, you have to have 5 on the left, 5 on the right. You can have more, and you want to have more in case one person doesn't order that month. So I didn't get any bonuses to do this, you guys, but it's turned into over 92,000 people in my organization. Why? Because I'm in the process of teaching people how to bring more finances into their home, more income. And out of doing that with 10 people, somebody's going to lock arms with you and start doing this with you. And one of them just may have better skills than you. One of them may be more ambitious. One of them may be backed into the corner more aggressively than you are, and so they don't have any other options, and this is their best option. So they do it with a vigor. They treat it like a business. Well, that blesses you. Now, once you're an executive with 5 on the left and 5 on the right minimum, you start to get a 10% check matching bonus. Everybody that you personally enrolled, whatever they make that week, the company's going to pay you 10%. They're going to match it. So if this person made $100, then you're going to get $10 from the company. If they all made $100, you just got an extra $100 from the company. If this person made $500, you're going to get $50. If this person made $5,000, you're going to get $500. I'm at $13,500. So how much is Carl Lamar getting? Because he enrolled me and he's an executive. He's getting $1,350 every month, or every week, I mean, every week. $1,350 every week because he enrolled me and he's an executive. So he gets a 10% check matching bonus just off of me. What about the other people that he's enrolled? So executive's a pretty cool thing to be. Now, they have one other bonus pool that you want to become a part of. And Jason just entered that this week. Cycle 10 times a week, be an executive, and you go into the monthly bonus pools. Now, you have to hit 10 cycles a week at least 2 times in that period. And it doesn't start at the beginning of the week. It's somewhere around the 20th that starts. So you have to cycle 10 times. I mean, you have to cycle 10 times at least twice. So Jason's done it once now as an executive. You cycle 10 times, twice in that monthly period, you're going to divide up $500,000 that month with all the other executives, which is only 5%. And you get more points for that bonus pool by helping the people you enrolled to make more money, to enroll more people. So they're rewarding you to help the company grow. They're rewarding you to help the people you sponsored to make more money. And they don't just do it on the person you sponsored. You're going to earn points for that bonus pool on the first 4 generations away from you. So what this person does, and the people that this person enrolls, what they do, and then one more, those people who they enroll. So they're going to pay you points. They're going to give you points 4 generations away from you, which is going to build up. So let's say you enroll somebody, and they enroll somebody, and they enroll somebody, and this person's a rock star, and they just blow it out. You're going to get points, more points for the bonus pools, even though you didn't personally enroll that person down here. 4 generations away from you. Bonuses could be anywhere from $1,200 a month to $40,000 a month. I know Lori Harder, I believe it was, got a $50,000 bonus check that month from the bonus pools. So there's a lot of money that you could make up front, which is a lot more than your cycle pay in the beginning, once you get into that 10 cycle range and maintain your executive status. So that's the bonus program. That's on top of the cycle, the passive income. So let's say, you're not this ambitious, this just confuses you. Just get to consultant, you guys. In our compensation plan, consultants get paid on everyone. So even if you just taught people to get their $50 bonus in 30 days, so they get $50 for enrolling these 2 people, and then this person's going to get their $50 for enrolling these 2 people, and this person's going to get their $50 for enrolling these 2 people, and it's taking them all 30 days, and everybody's only ordering 2 bottles of product B. If everybody hit consultant in 30 days, in 12 months you'd be making over $50,000 a month in passive income off of the distribution of products in your organization. And all you're ordering is 2 bottles of product B, and that's it. Products are being moved. That's what needs to happen. Products need to be moved. Will that ever happen? No, not everybody's going to. This person might say, well, I don't want to go talk to people. I'm too shy. So they don't enroll their 2 people. But this person right here might enroll 10. This person right here might enroll 3. This person right here might stop ordering the product. But this person here, even though this person quit, this person might enroll 20 people or 80 people. So you're getting paid on everybody's efforts. So it's made up in other areas when people don't go out and share it. So networkers know they need to talk to people. It's all about numbers. It's all about talking to more people and getting them in your organization, and from there just moving it forward and getting people trained up.